I'm sure you're aware of the famous children's television show Sesame Street. Yep, the one with Elmo, the Cookie Monster, and all of the other Sesame Street friends. So, why is this show important in our conversation on cardiac prevention? Here's where Dr. Valentine Foster comes in. Today, we will be discussing the influential work done by Dr. Foster within the field of cardiac prevention and health education. Now, meet Dr. Rooster. Dr. Rooster is a Muppet doctor who is highly dedicated to teaching his friends the importance of exercise, eating your veggies, and overall, how to live a healthy, sustainable lifestyle. His work with his Sesame Street friends have motivated many children across the world to become more aware of cardiac prevention measures. Now, I know you were probably expecting an introduction of Dr. Fauster, not Dr. Rooster, so let's meet him as well. Dr. Foster is a leading cardiologist based in Mount Sinai who serves as a prominent advocate for cardiovascular health, continuously striving to advocate for the importance of cardiovascular prevention. He himself was indeed the inspiration for the Sesame Street character Dr. Rooster. He acknowledges that the environment we grow up in as children largely influence our behavior as adults. Appreciating that prevention can start early, he began to focus his work on finding ways to engage the younger population towards a healthy lifestyle, where he noticed the great influence of the television show Sesame Street. His work with this television series first began in 2006 through his collaboration with the Latin American version of the Sesame Street show, focusing on promoting well-being in Colombia. In 2014, his work continued, launching this project in New York to further his outreach to children across the globe. Through his title as the International Advisor of the Sesame Street Workshop Global Initiative, he approached healthy lifestyle as a culture and environment rather than something that needed to be forced upon. His work was incredibly successful, shifting the mindset of many children and families towards building healthier habits. Okay, going back to Dr. Rooster now. You may not be too familiar with the work of our beloved Dr. Rooster, so let's take a look at some of his work. One episode on Sesame Street portrayed Dr. Rooster and the Cookie Monster participating in a game show. They played a game of sometimes versus anytime foods, which required the Cookie Monster to put foods into one of two categories. Working with the Cookie Monster, a character known to love his cookies, truly helped show children that if the Cookie Monster can do it, so can you. Okay, so why does his work require our attention? Well, we're often too quick to believe that health is something that requires our attention at later stages of life. Our focus is always on treatment and fixing, but what about prevention? Shifting our focus on prevention can dramatically decrease risk for cardiovascular disease and other problems that may occur later in our lives. Child obesity and lack of exercise are all driving factors of health concerns that arise later in adulthood, which is often looked upon. Although children are taught the importance of health through their education, it is difficult to truly influence change. However, introducing Dr. Rooster through a popular television show actually positively targeted younger children and created an environment where they could obtain motivation to change. Children relaying the lessons they learned to their parents further propelled families to make healthier decisions, which further promoted greater influence. As Dr. Fauster notes, it's not just that we're having influence on the children, they're going to have a tremendous influence on us.